Excellent stuff, Roman. Thank you. Are there any questions in the room on the back of Roman's talk? Things that people would like to clarify or interested to know more about?
How are we automating those deployments?
How are you automating those deployments?
Yeah, so that is actually done after that is hooked up with GitHub. So after after you think you have enough, the feature is done, Jenkins automatically builds a thing, and yeah, so it just calls Ansible and Jenkins calls Ansible, and that goes on, and the Ansible actually creates all the infrastructure that you need because you've defined it in your playbook. And that one of the last things that it does, it also tells Nomad to, hey, here's the job spec, please run it somewhere. And things just get deployed automatically. Normally, we don't even touch that part. We just write code and it just gets deployed. And we're like, hey, this is great. Does that answer your question?
Cool. Any further questions in the room? I know I've definitely got one. It's not going to be the one you think, here we go.
Is there a reason why you use Vault instead of other secret managements? Just should get just as what because magic or
why do we choose Vault over any other kind of solution? I mean, Vault is super powerful. It allows us to do, not just storing secrets, but we can do dynamic credentials. We hook it up into GitHub, so you can authenticate with Vault via GitHub team you're in. So we can give different policies and access control to different bits of the system. So there's loads of different plugins and things that sort of work out of the box with Vault. Like I mentioned, a lot of our EC2 instances authenticate and get policies. So there's it does a hell of a lot, and you can do dynamic database passwords. You can do kind of PKI stuff, certificates. It works exceedingly well, and like Nomad and Console, it uses Gossip and a quorum, so it's really resilient. You can kill a box, and then it's just really solid. Works really well.
One other bit is also that it provides accountability. So in industries where it's important to see who changed what or who tried to access things, Vault provides that. You can see everything in the log. Yeah, and also policies, you can just define okay, developers can read these secrets from console, because it also you can tell it that given this policy, you're allowed to read everything. Let's say the secrets for this service, but you're not allowed to peek on other services, all those secrets. It's just for us, and then obviously developers, we can read more secrets for the service, but the service is not allowed to gain access to more secrets than we've defined with the policy.
And we can also revoke anything at any time. So we can just take secrets back from any service, or if we think that something's compromised, we can just shut the whole lot down straight away. So it's it's worked really well for us. So I highly recommend playing with it. And it's free, and it's really solid.
Any other questions in the room? Last chance? No? So I have one. It's not the one you think it is, the one that I asked you last time, but you had a slide up about now as a developer, I now have to worry about all of these different things, right, that come into it. So because there's now infrastructure and everything else involved in the features that you're building, does that have kind of like a change into the review process for getting code out into production? So is there now like, are we expecting whoever code reviews your code to be able to judge each different layer of what it is that you're changing? Or is there like a multi-step way to do that? Or you have really tight constraints that people can work within? Like, does it affect that at all? Or is it just kind of continues as it is?
Well, one of the things like what we've grown into is that everything is codified. So for each change, there's a code somewhere in the code base that does it. So if you do a PR to, I don't know, destroy a bucket or create a bucket, someone would actually notice and say like, oh yeah, you know what, maybe let's not do this. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I guess it's like, if you're making changes that can affect infrastructure, even if that infrastructure is coded, does that then mean that someone else needs to be involved in it actually going out into production? Or are we trusting the developers to make the changes to production even though maybe their infrastructure is not their goal because it's codified and we can track what's happening and maybe roll it back if we need to?
Yeah, because all the changes that we do, well, not apart from the infrastructure, but everything is versioned. Like all the containers that we run, they all each have a version, so we can easily roll back. But other than that, if you are like, there's a lot of trust. So like, if you try to do like nasty things, someone is gonna notice, or like, you know, it's not like we're automatically approving your PRs. Like someone does and review them. So yeah.
It's not the Wild West. Okay, cool. Awesome. A round of applause for Roman. Brilliant, mate. Thank you very much.